My name's Jay Bakker. You might know my mom and dad are Jim and Tammy Faye Bakker. I run a church called Revolution, and we reach out to all sorts of different types of folks. We've been through a lot of craziness in our lives, and we're going to talk a little bit about that and a little bit about this show. Welcome to my podcast.
First of all, I just want to say we're a church of grace and unconditional love. It doesn't matter what you're going through, what's going on in your life, we're here for you. Honestly, once you walk through the doors, you remember.
One of the reasons I wanted to do the documentary is because I felt like the Christian right had co-opted Jesus. They had co-opted Christianity for their own agenda. And I felt like people needed to see another side of Christianity. I mean, a lot of my friends don't even want to be called Christians anymore because the way the church portrays itself in the media.
I've always had a real hard time with religion and God, and I didn't know who to look to. And when I met Jay, it was a different perspective. It does keep me going. And that's why I'm standing here right now.
I met Jay, it just clicked. I knew I belonged. You know, I didn't feel like I had to jump through hoops and meet expectations.
So I felt like it would probably be a good thing for people to see that, you know, all Christians aren't the same. We're not all, you know, judgmental. We're not just the people you see on Fox News or things like that, but, you know, there's a lot of great Christians out there who are compassionate and do care about social issues and do care about people's hurts and pains.
Your family, your parents, and the collapse of the PTL empire symbolizes hypocrisy and corruption in large-scale American religion.
Yeah.
And so you bring in your name, you bring all of that baggage to a ministry.
No, yeah, it's really not fun trying to raise money for your church when you're a baker.
Yeah, because my experience of that scandal was about, wow, American religion has become a huge money-making enterprise that's corrupt and exploits people.
Yeah.
It seems to me like that's something to really drag through a process of trying to make people trust you as a minister.
Yeah, I mean, my family's been hurt through the media and television and things like that, but I thought the Eyes of Tammy Faye was a really great documentary, and it really hit a nerve with me because I felt like it really told our family story. I got approached by some of the folks at World of Wonder. They wanted to work with me for some reason, and they kind of kept in touch over the years with me. And we're constantly saying, you know, we'd like to do something with you one day, and I just kind of blew it off. I had no idea that I would be in such a transition in my life when they shot this. You know, I thought, you know, it might actually be kind of boring, you know, who knows what's going to happen. And little did I know, as soon as we started shooting, you know, all hell broke loose. It's just been a really, really hard year. And I think it's quite interesting that it's been documented. You might wonder, well, why have I gone back on TV? But I think it's important for people to see the transparency of Christians. And maybe you think it's ridiculous that I'm being on television or being so transparent, you know, or maybe you think it's great and it's an important thing to do. I'd love to know what you think. So if you'd like, you know, go to SundanceChannel.com and let's talk about it.